Less than a year since we've witnessed Godzilla vs. Kong, looks like we're finally going to get some more Monsterverse content. Hey, welcome back to the Ping Pong Flix. My name is Chris Wong. After finally witnessing the ultimate battle between Godzilla and Kong, and then seeing them team up to fight the awesome Mechagodzilla, Godzilla and Kong kind of said their goodbyes and went off their merry way. And for less than a year, we got this kind of like a Monsterverse dry spell. We haven't heard anything more about what's going to happen after Godzilla vs. Kong, which is something that Godzilla fans are used to. We've been through dry spells before, and this one is no different. Well, apparently Legendary finally announced today that the Monsterverse is indeed continuing, but in a different way than we thought. We're thrilled to announce the Monsterverse is expanding with an all-new original live-action series for Apple TV Plus featuring Godzilla and the Titans that will explore the mythic legacy of a world in which monsters are real. Yay, new Monsterverse content! Apple TV Plus? Oh great, now I have to get another streaming service. At least this one's only about $5 a month. The untitled Monsterverse series will be produced by Legendary Television, executive produced by co-creators Chris Black, who did Star Trek Enterprise and Outcast, who will also serve as showrunner. Additional executive producers include Matt Fraction, who did Hawkeye, alongside Safe Houses Pictures' Joby Harold and Tori Tunnell, and Toho Company Limited, Hiro Matsuoka, and Takemasa Arita will executive produce for Toho, the owner of the Godzilla character. Now, the strange thing about this is that isn't Legendary working with Warner Brothers? Why aren't they plopping this on HBO Max? Reporter Justin Crow from Deadline said this: "I didn't get a financial commitment on this, but Legendary saw an opportunity to get best price by taking it to the market rather than go straight to HBO Max. And from what I had heard, Apple was the front runner to land series very early on in process." Oh wow, that's kind of interesting because I thought Godzilla vs. Kong did very well on HBO Max. Kind of weird to see HBO Max and Warner Brothers lose out on this property and it's going to Apple TV. Now I'm all for streaming content, that's great. At the comfort of your own home, I get to watch more Monsterverse content. I'm all for that, but I kind of like that big screen cinematic event. As for movies, a lot could still happen. Doesn't mean Warner Brothers is out of Godzilla biz, but also doesn't mean Apple is guaranteed a feature, especially since so many films Legendary produced have also ended up at Netflix as of late as well, like Enola Holmes. So I'm wondering if that controversy about Legendary getting mad at Warner Brothers for doing that same day HBO Max deal for Godzilla vs. Kong kind of affected their future business with Warner Brothers. Maybe because of that, they kind of bidded this out and Apple said, here, come over here, let's put it on our streaming service instead. But they also revealed the early plot for this untitled Monsterverse series, and it seemingly has nothing to do with the Adam Wingard's Son of Kong movie or the Skull Island Netflix series that was announced earlier. The plot synopsis of this is interesting because this is actually prior to King of the Monsters. Following the thunderous battle between Godzilla and the Titans that leveled San Francisco and the shocking new reality that monsters are real, the series explores one family's journey to uncover its buried secrets and a legacy linking them to the secret organization known as Monarch. So I guess instead of having a sequel to Godzilla vs. Kong, we're going backwards. We're getting like a spin-off from the Godzilla 2014 movie. Who is this family that we're going to follow? Is it the Godzilla 2014 family? The Brodies? Aaron Taylor Johnson and Elizabeth Olsen? I still get weirded out when they're kissing because I still feel like they're brother and sister in Age of Ultron. But it'd still be awesome to see the continuation from Godzilla 2014, which honestly still holds up as a pretty awesome Godzilla movie. But saying that this is kind of like before King of the Monsters, perhaps this is about a different family. This family could be the Russells, Kyle Chandler, Vera Farmiga, Millie Bobby Brown. This story could be right after the San Francisco event as shown in the opening of King of the Monsters. We'll possibly explore how the Russells created the Orca device, and how Mark and Emma got separated, and how Emma Madison got a hold of Mothra. But I like how the basic plot talks about the legacy of that family, linking them to Monarch. Perhaps this is more about Monarch's family. Maybe we're gonna actually get to see more of the story that we didn't get to see in Godzilla vs. Kong. That is Zhang Ziyi playing the Mothra twins, which kind of alluded to their family and the beginnings of Monarch in Godzilla King of the Monsters. which is kind of cool because I thought that was something lacking in Godzilla vs. Kong. Godzilla vs. Kong had awesome action. It was great. It was like a big boxing match that we couldn't wait to see. But I felt the Monarch lore in Godzilla King of the Monsters was a lot more interesting and could definitely be expanded on. And perhaps this is why this series existed, for the fans who want to go really in depth into Legendary's Monsterverse lore, learning more about the Titans and the Monarch organization that wants to protect them. Now, I'm not sure how big of a budget this is, but they are definitely queuing in that we're going to see a lot more Godzilla and Titans in this, so hopefully that actually happens. Yes, I think that human element coming in back with the stories and the lore of Monarch is awesome, but I still want to see a lot of monsters. This is the Monsterverse after all. And maybe this will be like a live-action version of the Godzilla animated series, where you kind of get like a monster day where Godzilla has to defeat a Titan every episode. But I do miss that breathtaking feel of them being larger than life, being actual real creatures. The weight and impact of these monsters that was in Godzilla 2014. But it is interesting that they decided to do a sequel spin-off to Godzilla 2014 instead of continuing the story after Godzilla vs. Kong. I feel like they also realized that there was something missing there in Godzilla vs. Kong and perhaps a little bit in Godzilla King of the Monsters. But not everybody loves Godzilla King of the Monsters like I do. I still think that is the best out of the entire Monsterverse trilogy. Either way, I'm really happy they're going to expand on the Monsterverse into streaming now with their own TV show. I still want that movie, and I can't wait to see what's coming next. Now I have to ask you, are you excited for this new Monsterverse live-action series on Apple TV? Or you're kind of like, I'd rather have a movie instead? Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments down below.